To Unbiased and on the Fence. I'm Shane. Thank you guys so much for joining. I am joined with SunPsychic Jean. Jean's back with us. What's up, Jean? Let me make sure. There we
Hi.
go.
Hi, Shane. Hi, everybody. How are you?
Really good. So it's so cool that you've been inspired to move into doing more psychic stuff, and I don't know. It's exciting because I feel like a lot more things have been happening, like on accident lately. Like so many things, and the kids like will say it's a synchronicity, and it is, but some of it kind of falls in that line of like, oh my gosh, I was about to say that, or I was just thinking about that person, or that sort of thing, which is synchronistic, but I think it goes into like maybe our connections are getting stronger and stronger.
Absolutely. I think that they say the veil is thinning and that, the connection is getting stronger and that we're ascending, that our, energy is and our vibrations are increasing and we're closer to the connections. And I can't explain it, but just feels like something like that to me. Um,
Well, that's
it,
awesome.
funny.
I wanted to tell everybody right in the beginning because I know some people like will tune out right away. Make sure you click the link below and go subscribe to Jean's channel. She just started it. I was her first subscriber. I'm so happy. But yeah, so yeah, she's done readings on here before and other channels or whatever. But now she started her own channel, and I think it'd be a great way to support her with some subscribers right off the bat. So even if you can't tune in for this whole live broadcast or watch the whole thing later, if you go drop her a sub, that'd be awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
Let's
everybody.
So we're gonna do live readings, you guys. Let me look at the chat. Let me pull it up. So let me make sure everybody's okay.
So while you're doing that, Shane, I wanted to let you know I was looking on my computer, and the last time I was on Hangouts with you was October 23rd, 2020.
Wow.
I know, I know. And I was like, wow, he's not going to believe this. I tried to do a screenshot, but I couldn't do it. Um, yeah, so it was just a year ago. It
Really? It
seems
seems like it was like right before Christmas the year before this last year to me. Was it
you
not?
know, I can screenshot it. I
I
can
know,
screenshot
but
it.
gosh,
It
it
was
seems
hard to
like
believe. I
seems
know.
seems like the end of 2019 or beginning of 2020 maybe, but the end of 2020, that seems like it's been longer than that to me. Is that when you
I
were
know.
actually on the love stream with me?
It
Or
said that we had a hangout together.
okay.
So I think that you actually gave me my first. Well, you've done so much for me. I just wanted to. This is my small way of giving back to you and your and the community. But we were doing some tarot card reading, kind of psychic readings,
Hmm.
about a year ago, and I was not my I didn't have my skills honed, and I didn't have my confidence level there, and I really just got in my own head, got in my own way, and I was unable to continue. But you did give me the first chance to do that, and it was on the show, just not video, just the regular show when I
Right.
called in. And it was
That's wild
amazing.
because you were getting awesome hits, and I think a lot of people will go and practice on people they know, and I think it kind of gets in the way sometimes if you know stuff about people. It's almost easier to like read someone that you know nothing about. You just kind of pick up on whatever they're feeling and tap into the energy of that specific thing, and then it's more unbiased that way because you have no idea, about their life or anything like that. So
That's
kudos
very
to
true.
yeah to being
It's
able to
very
do that.
true.
Because that's why we
Uh,
can't do our own readings most of the time. Because we know ourselves more than anybody. I don't know if you can,
yeah,
but it's like one of those things where we can get in our own way a lot with our own thoughts when because we're too close sometimes.
that's true. That's true. I'll never forget it. One day you were on your show and you were just chatting and you were waiting for a caller to call in, and I thought, you know what, let me just call in. And I said I was practicing with my niece for doing tarot card readings, and you said, well, do you want to pull one for us now? And I was like a deer in headlights. And I did, and I kept seeing stuff. I couldn't believe it. And people in the chat were like crying and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. So it was my first experience, my first validation, and I have you to thank for it, Shane. I really do. And for
Well, I have you to
all
thank
of
for calling in because I was just sitting there and nobody was there, and you called in, and that's how things work. Though it seems so random, but nothing's random or accidental. It's very much ordained, and I don't know. We're following our script, I think, our higher script, if you will.
Yeah. And all those past life regressions you did for me, Shane, and then you posted them, and my gosh, they were just so magical and so uh, expanding for me spiritually. It was amazing. It is amazing.
That's awesome. Okay, let's see. Question: what was my meditation theme about today? That's John Benny. I don't know if she tuned in, but what are
It,
you picking up as far as the energy John Benny's been? Oops.
John Benny wants to know
Yeah.
what a
What your theme is
subject.
for today? His theme for meditation.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can. Well, if he's meditating, then he must have been connecting high vibrationally. Let me see if I can connect to that. Well, I do know a little bit about John, and all I'm getting is love in these big giant capital letters, LOVE. But let me see if I can get something a little more specific.
Okay.
So I'm getting like ocean, something to do with ocean, maybe like the world, maybe um, you know, uh, the Gaia and the health of the earth and the healing the earth and healing the grid and healing the something. Does it that resonate at all? I'm stumbling over my words. I'm not really sure what I'm global warming kind of thing, but specifically the oceans.
Oh, somebody put silence, and it just scared me because I thought I had you muted. And I was like, my heart just jumped. I'm like, I just checked it. I know she wasn't muted. Okay. We're talking about silence. Oh, the meditation thing maybe is what he's joking about. Okay. Uh, he hasn't replied yet. Was there any other
That's
questions? You guys can put the questions in caps too to make it way easier for me to not miss
do I
anything.
have the ability to look at the chat at all?
Yeah, let me send you a link to, or I'm live right now if you can just open it. Let me see. Try to figure out where that link is. There, it's showing me live. You guys can put the questions in caps.
Aw.
Oh, it's showing.
All right. Now, how do I turn? I'll just have to mute it, maybe.
Yeah, just mute it, or it's going to be like echoing back to you real bad, like by 15 seconds or something. Okay.
Yeah, I won't be able to see it, unfortunately.
No, are you sure?
I'd have to see. I have to put my glasses on.
Oh, it's just really small. Yeah. Well, I told him to put the questions in
He
caps. So
said, "Yes, healing the earth. I live. I live my ocean. I've been healing the planet." Aw, thank you, John. Do you see that yet?
yes. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's coming up here. I don't
You
know
know,
why.
I'm not going to be able to. I'm just going to shut this down. I because
It's too small.
it is. It's too small, and I don't know how to do a side by side screen. Wait, let me see.
You can
Ugh.
actually hit the, if you're on a PC, you can hold the window button down and hit an arrow to the right or the left and split a screen to another half. A little tip for you guys there at home if you're on a PC.
Hold the what?
The window button down that's right next to the Alt key, and then hit one of the arrows to the left or the right, and then it'll put it to. Are you on Windows?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hold it down, and then it'll put it off on one side. Did it do that for you?
Oh, it did, but on the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
Let me
I think
see.
it's whatever. If you got multiple monitors, it'll be whatever monitor that you're in.
You know what?
Let's see. Any type of questions? Yeah, whatever pops up. We'll see if anything comes through, guys. Just
Um, what I have experience in is asking for messages from loved ones who have transitioned, and or questions or messages from your spirit guides, and one time accidentally somebody asked for a message from their spirit guides, and I saw their galactic council, and I was very surprised that I saw that.
That's
I was
awesome.
very surprised.
That's
Okay,
wild.
I'm going to have to put my glasses on.
Okay, let me see. Oh,
Wow, Doug. Doug's blowing my mind. He's
oh,
putting
wait
it
a
in all
minute.
caps. That's helpful.
Wait, so you didn't read that? I thought maybe you read that. You said that because you read that, but you actually said that before you read it. That's cool. Well, already connected. Let's see what. Let's see. When will our galactic family finally come to the surface in their spaceships?
I agree with Lucky. They are already here, but let me just tune in specifically for Doug, if that's okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
And I am experiencing a delay, so I mean I can hear you fine, Shane, but the chat, I think. Doug. Yeah, Lucky did respond right after Doug's comment there, and she said, or they said that they are already here, and I am getting that they're already here, and that they, uh, you know, we're not ready. We are, you and I are, but humanity on a whole. But I personally, this is not a message, but I personally feel like it's like right at the seams, right about to bust through.
Yeah. Well, I've been hearing
Yeah.
more reports of more individual things, but yeah, I think they were referring to maybe on mass where everyone sees it. I mean, like full blown disclosure. And yeah, I don't think, I mean, just watch some of the sightings that people have recorded and hear how people are responding. And you can see it's like there's a lot of people that aren't into it. They like freak out, you know? So,
Yeah, I mean, in all of the channeling, I mean, they're already here, they're already connecting with us, they're helping us to, understand and to relate to them and things. Yeah, you and I all, or everybody here knows that that's all connection, and that they're reaching out to us. Okay, what does this say? Oh, they're just saying hello. Okay. Do we
big
have any other
change.
questions?
Big
Pardon?
change happening and being felt worldwide. Do you feel anything on the global scale? Like, I don't know if you caught my last video, but I felt like the tide had sort of shifted. And, what do you feel like? Anything in just general energy type feeling? Not anything specific, but just however you feel about.
I'm gonna uh, tune in to see if I get a message first, and then I'll give you my personal 3D opinion.
Okay, perfect.
My guides are telling me that there is a gift. There is a gift coming for all of us, that there will be um, a relief.
Is this like a 3D gift on the whole to everyone, or more like spiritual gifts individually?
It's they're saying that um, hmm, the gift is our ability to resonate on a higher vibration that will be um, experiencing the world and our lives from a different perspective,
That's
and
awesome.
that it won't be held down and covered up and restrained, and
Hmm.
there won't be, it'll be freer, it'll be more I don't know how to explain it. But
Freer is good.
it's gonna be a gift. It's gonna be a gift for all of our perspective. It's gonna be a relief. We're gonna be sort of like, wow, can you believe we went through all that?
That's awesome.
um,
Do you have any personal feelings to add to that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So my personal feeling is they say that the Pluto is returned or something about Pluto is returned and that things are definitely shifting and changing. I've been listening to some astrologers. I am not an astrologer, but all I know is that big Saturn planet is in retrograde right now and is slowing down. I'm sure everybody has heard that. And that Pluto is in its return and that that's going to make a huge change in the for this planet. And it's so exciting. Like it's for 250 years, I think, is the last time it's done something like this. So
New
we're all
energies. Huh?
feeling it, and it kind of just resonates with me.
Is there a certain date range that gets closer and closer, and then, or whenever that is conjunct? Is there a certain date that you know of, or is it just coming up this month? Or
The Pluto return is coming up this month from the astrologer I was just watching recently. But there's a lot of planetary changes going on that are affecting the Earth. And I've heard a lot of different scenarios, but I think that we all feel something, and that's sort of something concrete, believe it or not, even though it's in space, it's something that I can just kind of say, okay, this is what's causing that. It kind of gives me a little bit of stability rather than not understanding anything.
absolutely. Okay, we actually have some questions. Let me scroll back up here. Let's see. Question from John Benny: how can we best help those who are awakening now? It's so fast for them. It's a good question.
Um, Patience and baby steps and like feed them with a baby spoon. Um, don't freak them out. Only give them little bits at a time and say, "Yep, we've known this for quite some time." But it will take time for people who are just newly awakening to catch up to speed. We've had several years being fed, bits of information. So try not to lay it all on them all at once. That's what they're kind of giving me, and also reminding me that Dolores Cannon used to say, "You don't feed a baby a steak. You have to give him a little bit at a time."
Right.
And for me, I also have a personal comment on that things like people's psychic abilities are going to be opening up, and that there's going to be a lot of us that are going to be helping a lot of the people who are newly waking up. So if you have any type of a service that you can offer to help other people, we're all going to be needed. And they said, how many of us? And they said, all of us are going to be needed. So good question, John. Thanks.
Yeah, that's great advice. Here's a question I've seen come up with other people that I think is great from Jamie. I dream of people and places. Do I influence their lives in real life through the dreams?
What was the first name of the person who
It's
asked?
Jamie. He's a
Jamie.
longtime viewer. Yeah, very
Okay.
intuitive person.
And would you read it one more time, please? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I dream of people and places. Do I influence their lives in real life through the dreams? So I guess he's wanting to know if his dreams are actually, him maybe going and affecting things for people.
What my guides are saying, the first thing that popped in is that he's a viewer. He's viewing. He's not actually interacting. So it seems for me, it sounded like astral traveling and, or astral projecting or whatever, there's different terms. I can't think of all of them right now. And but what my guide said was that you were a viewer. You're viewing right now, not interacting or affecting at this moment. But it doesn't mean that you won't be able to in the future.
Hey Jamie, do you know these people in places? Are these familiar people in places, or do they seem like people you've never seen before? I'll let him chime in with that. Let's see the next question. Can you give me Can you give me a message from my late husband, Gene? He passed away in March. What was his name, Wendy? So see if you can tap into Wendy's husband. See if she'll give
Do you
us a
have
name.
a Wendy Joy, right? Wendy Joy?
Let's see. Yep, Wendy Joy.
Wendy, would you be able to tell me, did he wear like a sweater, like a sweater with the buttons on it? Just something like a favorite type of sweater that he used to wear all the time, something that he felt really comfortable in. That's what I'm seeing. Um,
His name's Gary.
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 He wanted to let you know that you're still married. That just because he's transitioned does not mean that the marriage has dissolved.
Can you say that again? I was.
He said that he wanted her to know that she is still married. They are still married together. Just because he has transitioned doesn't mean that the marriage has changed.
So he's still around.
They are still connected by marriage, regardless of his
Mm-hmm.
physical. Let me just tune into Gary a little bit more.
Okay.
He's saying that he was very comfortable. He said, "You made my life very comfortable," and I'm not sure if she took care of him towards the end or if it was sudden. I'm not sure, but he just kept saying that she made everything very comfortable. You took care of everything. You took care of him. You made the home very comfortable. He was always very comfortable, and you made things easy for him.
That's sweet.
He said he's proud of you for continuing on with life. He knows that your heart is aching due to the separation, and that he sees the work that you're doing to continue to keep getting up out of bed every day. He's proud of you. He knows you're strong. He knows that you think of him. He knows that he's in your heart.
That's beautiful. We'll wait to see if Wendy Joy chimes back in. I might miss it if it's not in caps, you guys. I'm just saying. I see one here though. My mother Charlene passed away late August. Is she here with a message for me today? This is Melanie Amador.
I'm not sure I see it. All right. I'm just going to have to rely on you if I can't find it. But
Yeah, it's the second one up from the very bottom.
oh, I see her. Charlene, do you have a message for Melanie? And what I'd like to do, Shane, is when I do the mediumship, this is called mediumship when I connect to the people who've crossed over.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I am working on getting better information, and I like to get things that are able to be validated. I mean, they all say I love you, I'm watching you, and
Mm-hmm.
things like that, but I want to get something specific so that Melanie knows that I'm speaking to Charlene, her mother. And I asked Charlene if she could give me something specific for Melanie to validate, a message for Melanie. She's showing me sunflowers. Not sure if she likes sunflowers. Sometimes they just start with an image to introduce me so that for me to bring in their energy a little bit. Charlene, give a message for Melanie. She's saying, remember the good times. She's showing me like when I used to go to the dance clubs and I used to dance a lot. I'm not sure if she really liked disco, if she really liked dancing, or if she was very outgoing and really liked, she was always out dancing at the weddings and things like that, if she was that type of person. But this is what she's showing me. And what I'd like to do is, if it's possible for Melanie to validate something, and then if it is her energy, then I can go a little deeper. If it's not, I can ask her for another message, if
Okay.
possible. I know there's a little delay.
Yeah, it's only like 15 or 20 seconds. I did want to say really fast that Wendy, where did it go? She says, thank you so much. She feels better. But she also said, you were spot on. She took care of him. That was right. That's awesome. Okay.
Wow. Thank you for
Yep,
the
she loves
validation,
sunflowers.
Wendy.
And
She loves
and
sunflowers?
disco, love to dance. Yep.
Get out. See,
That's
this is
awesome.
freaking me out.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's validation.
Thank you guys for the opportunity to help you, to help me help you. This makes my skills stronger and helps me to help you and help others. This is what I want to do. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Shane, and thank you, community, for helping me to help you.
Yeah, and the specificity
Aw.
actually helps you guys because it's like, I've even seen it where, she might be picking, or someone might pick up on someone else in the group, and you're like, wait, that sounds like my grandma or something. And then they know she's here doing this, and they'll just kind of butt on through there sometimes. So you just got to, just, go with it and see what resonates, or if it sounds like, if it is
Absolutely.
validation. But that's good validation there. Let's see.
Um, So when I did get Marlene and Charlene, if I could maybe just ask a message, now that I know that this is her energy with the disco and that she really liked, that thing, I'd
Hmm.
like to go back in, if it's okay, and just ask
Yeah.
for a message. Charlene, do you have it's Marlene, right?
It's Charlene for Melanie.
Melanie, Charlene for Melanie.
Yeah.
Okay. Charlene, she is saying, which they all do, but she's saying, live life to the fullest. That's why she showed you when she's dancing. She's like, live your life. It's great. It's the greatest thing. Just live your life. Just go for it, girl. She sounds like a wonderful mom. She's like, this is your time. This is your time. Live it, live it, live it. This is wonderful time. This is wonderful earth. This is wonderful human experience. Live it to the fullest. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't, go out and do it. That's her message to you. She sounds like a great mom.
I love that. And I mean, who doesn't need a good pep talk right about now? I mean, gosh.
Yeah.
So good
Yeah.
advice.
Okay. Who's the next one?
Okay, I see Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. Does my dad visit me, and what's going on with the bottle?
He's just letting you know that he's there. It's He doesn't want to freak you out by, like moving any kitchen cabinets or anything. So he's doing subtle things that you'll notice. And they're able to reach through a little bit more now that the veil is thinning, so to speak. They used to like do sounds and creaks and noises and little lights, and now they're, or you know how they flash the lights on and off. I don't know if you have anybody that does that in your life, or turn on a radio or something, but now they're able to do a little bit more. But he doesn't want to freak you out. He doesn't want, this is his, what he's able to do, just to let you know that he's there, with the bottle.
Yeah, his name is Jerry. He passed away in 2014. It's nice. Okay. So, Blue Bottle, you can chime in and see and give us some feedback. Okay, Laura Lee, you got your question back in here. Any messages from my higher self or guides? Any info or energy read on 1010 Portal tomorrow? Thank you. And that is from Laura
Oh,
Lee.
Laura Lee.
Laura Lee Lee.
Laura Lee Lee.
Yeah, she's been on the program before. She's got her YouTube channel and everything. So
Oh, cool. Okay. They're saying be gentle with yourself, take care of yourself, give yourself a break, be kind to yourself, sweet self talk, um, cherish your soul, cherish your connection. You have divine uh, energy inside of you. We all do. And this is to be nurtured and cherished. And I, if don't take this the wrong way, but respected, like respect, not necessarily yourself, but your divine self. Not that you don't, I'm not suggesting that you don't. They're just saying that you have an amazing energy inside of you. You have a very strong connection with the divine, and you are connected. They're just saying be kind, be respectful, be self-nurturing. It's not just out there. Make sure you take care of this one. Make sure you take care of your human. Make sure you take care of this soul that is existing here on this earth, in this plane, in this time. And that you know that you have a connection here and you're working out here, but just make sure you take care of this one, this body, this human.
that's great advice.
I hope
And
that resonates. And I don't, and they said respect, but I didn't mean to suggest that she wasn't. And I
right,
and I just don't want to, you know, they
you
mean it
just
in the
say what you
nicest
hear.
way.
Right. No, that's
Yeah.
good. You just gotta kind of say what comes through. You know what I mean? That's. I guess that can be tough sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's something I am working on, is the ability to be gentle and tactful,
Yeah.
because just because they say something doesn't mean it has to fly out of my mouth.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I guess so.
Oh my gosh. John Binney said I saw the ocean, and that's the name of his album, or 75th album. Wow.
Wow, that's
Wow.
amazing.
Wow.
Ocean of emotion. Wow, that's amazing. With a
And
photo
Blue
of his head
Bottle,
in ocean. Yeah.
Blue Bottle Bunny said that the bottle hangs from the spirit tree and swings by itself when there's no wind. Yeah. Just say thanks, Dad, and tell him, ask him for a message when you see that.
It's just saying
He's,
hello.
absolutely.
That's beautiful.
Laura Lee, wow, very lovely. Thank you. Okay. All right. Good. Good.
Let's see. Okay, let's see. We have Lewis Carroll. Hi, Shane. Could I please ask Jean for any messages for me? My name is Alicia, and my birthday is coming up in November. Thanks very much. Thank you, Alicia.
They're showing me herbs. They're showing me food. They're showing me health. They're showing me not medicine, but like how you would correct an ailment through eating the right herbs and food, or maybe staying away from dairy. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like those kinds of like nutritional type of um, remedies. They're saying that you have a special, a unique understanding that this may be something that you've done in a past life, that you had herbal medicine and you have an herbal understanding, and that you are, you kind of like gravitate towards certain things, like you would eat uh, like ginger or something to, instead of taking an aspirin or something like that. But herbal medicine, natural herbs, natural organic remedies, making soaps, growing your own food, things like that. They're just, does that resonate with you at all, Alicia? And it does take, Shane, I have to admit, and I'm just being totally honest here. I watched back some of my other live videos. It takes about 20 to 25 seconds
Oh,
for
really?
them.
Oh,
Because I'm like, I felt bad. I'm like, how can I speed that up? But I watched it and I was looking at the clock, and it does take that long for me to get something. But I guess it'll be faster as I get better.
oh, I thought you meant. So there's a delay. There's a double delay. There's a YouTube delay and then a psychic delay. I thought you were talking about the YouTube delay.
You're funny.
It is
Hey,
about
look,
20 or 25 seconds sometimes.
while we're waiting, I can show you that I'm holding on to these selenite hearts, and
Oh,
they
wow.
just help me my energy to raise. I have them in my hands while I'm channeling. Or, aw, she said absolutely. Alicia said absolutely. Is that who that is?
Yeah,
Lewis Carroll is Alicia.
yeah. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that.
I was diagnosed with advanced stage arthritis. I'm having a lot of pains and problems, but you're probably learning how to take care of that naturally.
All right.
I would also, Shane, I'm not sure if you're doing the past life regression, but that arthritis sounds like it may have something to do with it. She could maybe cure it with a past life regression, and go into the emotion of that.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great advice. Hey, glad you could join us, April. Do you have any questions today for Jean? Uh, See,
You guys
probably
are,
not. If there's like someone there close to someone, we can do questions, but not too, distant or whatever. Let's keep it to people that your own family or your own personal question. Let's see. Oh, it's okay about the caps. I had to strain a little bit, but I actually got
uh,
some reading glasses that I can throw on, but I never did. It's so funny.
I know, I
They're
have them
almost
on and
too
off.
powerful.
So Alicia is saying, I've been wondering if my diet has been affecting it. I do know that certain foods do affect arthritis in your body, but um, they do tell me that you've had this ability in past lives that you will figure it out and you will become very good at treating physical ailments with, herbal remedies. So I would definitely look into it.
Very nice. Okay, he was saying, I wanted to go back to Blue Bottle. He was saying that that's cool that his dad moves it when he can. It's enough to get his attention, but not to freak him out. You're totally right about that. And I think a lot of stuff like that, where our loved ones would come through in a bigger way. It's just either we're really down and we don't see the signs, because sometimes you can be so down that you don't even notice things right in front of you. It takes like a butterfly landing on your leg or something, to really grab your attention. Let's see. We
Absolutely.
we have one from Peter here. Peter Meteor. Let's see. I am making a stand at work. Can you see anything related to that? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I would say that for anybody. My daughter just called me up. Same thing, and I told her, I'm like, just go with what you feel you should do on the inside, and trust that everything else will be taken care of. But we'll see what Gene picks up for your specific situation.
What I'm getting for Peter is you may have more awareness than people you work with. People you work with don't have the same awareness that you do. So by almost like I'm not even thinking of a metaphor. Almost like if you were to say, let's try these cars that don't have any wheels and just hover everywhere. And they'd be like, no way, that's not possible. We can't have cars without wheels. But you have that knowing and you have that vision and you're confident and you're clear, but the people you work with aren't up to speed with you. They're just not there. They just don't have the same vision, the same perspective. And to take that in consideration, consider your audience. Yeah. And it's tough. It's a tough situation because that car that hovers is going to be the future. And that car that hovers is going to improve everything and reduce costs and reduce emissions. But, the people at work are like, we don't see it. And it's hard to be so far ahead of other people. And you don't want to cut off your nose to spite your face, but you want to be patient with them. Yeah.
That's great advice. I was just checking Facebook. No questions over there. If you guys have a question, you can come to the YouTube. Otherwise, I might miss it. I forgot. I just now looked at Facebook for the first time. So, shout out to everybody on Facebook watching us now. Kate, Rita, Sandra, and Alan, the twin flame divine fire radio folks are over there watching, and Kimberly Lynn
Oh,
Hanson, that's over on Facebook. So just shouting out to everybody watching over there and on Twitch. Okay, back to YouTube here. Let's see. Let me see if I get any questions here.
I see Melinda right after Peter Meteor. Melinda,
Yeah,
do you want to take that one?
yeah. Let's do that. Oh, hi
And
y'all from
Melinda,
Texas. Any particular
yeah.
message for myself?
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect with your spirit guides, Melinda, if that's okay.
Yeah,
Just because she didn't specifically say that, instead of across level or a past loved one. Only because psychic is a little easier for me than mediumship right now. I'm still practicing the mediumship. It works, but it's a little harder for me. So let me see if your spirit guide has a message for you. They're showing me like a body of water or some water, whether it's a lake, a river, an ocean, even a pool, that you are very drawn to water, and water is very it restores you in some way. Being near a body of water, watching water, you're very drawn to water. Um, it is connected to the earth and connected to Gaia. It is a conductor of energy. You feel it raises your energy. You feel more connected to your spirit self, to your higher self when you're in water and near water. And the more natural the water, the better. What even if it is a pool, it's okay, but because it is water, water is of Gaia and it has the energy. But because the pool has the chemicals in it, you the natural water would be better, whether you like the ocean or a lake or a river or something like that, or even just like a babbling brook. Even if you go walking in nature and you're always drawn to the little to the water, the natural water that comes out of the earth. I think that you are part of the water elemental spirit collective. This is you're very you have affinity to it. You're very connected to it. And it kind of stirs up an excitement in your heart. It's like a memory or something. It's very, very cool. Does that resonate with you at all? That's funny that she said anything from myself, and that's what I got.
All right, we'll see if she chimes in.
Melinda. And I don't want her to feel bad if she does have a pool, because I know in Texas people probably have pools, but they're just saying like water is nature.
Okay, Jody. A tough question here. She says, Shane, I have a question. I have lost 17 people in my family since July 2020. Is there a specific reason for this? I'm so sorry to hear that, Jody. That's tough.
I am so sorry for your loss, Jody. I am hearing, and I don't have the whole message yet, but the first thing I'm hearing is that you're all part of a team, that they're your team. And I know that you all probably know we have soul family and we reincarnate with the same people, even like friends and acquaintances come into our lives for different reasons. And they're part of your team. You're on this team. And their work is from that side now. Let me get a specific message. In some way, this is empowering you. In some way, their energy that was here is now yours. It's like they're supporting you. Before that, when they were here on this earth, they were supporting their human selves, their human energies, their individual lives. And now that they have crossed, they are supporting you, and you are representing their energy. And they are your soul family, and they are supporting you. And they're just telling me the what we all have heard before, that which does not kill us makes us stronger, you know? And unfortunately, you're probably really, really, really in a lot of pain right now, but just know that they have your back, that they have your heart, that they're holding you, they're supporting you, they're cradling you, and it's building your strength.
Thank you for that, she says. Also, Melinda says, you are 100% correct. I'm a Pisces. I'm drawn to a local lake for sure. That's awesome.
Girl, go there. They're your friends.
Yeah.
You are part of that elemental. That was crazy that I saw that.
Is there anyone specifically you would like to tune into, Jody? You can let us
Yeah,
know if that's
if she
someone that
could give
you.
me a name.
Yeah. Okay. There was another one here. I don't want to pass it up. Or was it? Oh, from Gina. This is the one I was looking for. My husband Glenn died 14 months ago. Is he safe, comfortable? Any messages for me? And that is from Gina. And her husband is Glenn.
Hmm. I remember you.
Her screen name is Wise Asker. Why? Oh,
Oh.
Wise Asker. That's funny. It took me saying it to realize it.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I am very sorry. I ask the guides and the spirit messengers to provide me information in an uplifting manner so that my energy doesn't get too low. So they try and come through with things that are funny and uplifting, and it makes me laugh sometimes. But
Catches you off guard.
he, so I don't mean any disrespect. Um, he says he calls you darling. Hey, darling, uh, everything's okay. He still has an eye for you. He still has his love for you. You're still his darling, and hmm. He's saying that there's family around you for you to rely on. There's maybe adult children or cousins or um, in-laws, just family around you. He wants you, or he's showing me that you are either cohabitating with them or you're in touch with them, spending more time with them, relying on them to give you support. And he's saying that this is a good support for you. This is he, he he's happy to see that this is occurring because he can't be there physically to help you and to assist you, and he's happy that you're communicating and reaching out to extended family. um, I can ask a little bit further if you want to validate if that has any resident resonance for you.
She says, yes, I did this last year when he was gone only 3 weeks.
Oh,
And
I did remember her name, and
oh,
I
with
think
you actually.
I did read her. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so he was the one. I think I was pulling the cards, and I remember pulling the Three of Swords, and I remember seeing my uncle in the nursing home, and that's when you said that he had just crossed. I do remember that.
Wow, that's cool. Let's see. Okay, Jody wanted to see if you can connect to her mom, Judy.
I see a woman in a kitchen. I see her. She has dark hair, maybe like not necessarily shoulder length, maybe neck length, a little longer than her ears. And she's just saying, "Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me." Um, she doesn't like the fuss being on her. She doesn't like the fuss being on her, and she doesn't want you to worry about her. She doesn't want you to. She is taken care of. She is fine. She is supported. She is much. Mm, she's with loved ones. She's supported. She said, "Please don't worry about me. Don't like you sort of have like a heavy feeling like, oh, mom, you know." But what she wants you to do is to give that heaviness away and to be happy for her and be happy that one day you will see her again. And as we all know, that over there is no time. It's just like a moment. It's like we pop through, whether it's 8 years or 80 years. The next moment they see us, it's like this, and we pop through. So for them, it's an instant thing, but for us, it's a longer time. They want you not to have your energy be worry or concerned, or try and raise that energy. Try and give that energy over to her. Actually, she is asking you to give that energy. She's saying, "Give it to me. It's mine to have." She's saying, "Don't feel bad for me. I feel fine. Give that all back to me."
Let it go.
Let it go.
Lighten the burden, I guess, right?
Yeah, she wants you to. Yeah,
That took me years to realize that with my mom, and it wasn't until I had my own kids that I realized, like, oh my gosh, what's this is the worst thing. Like, I was feeling guilty about really stupid things with my mom, and once I had my own kid, I thought this would be horrible if I'm like watching my kid trip out over this little stuff that doesn't mean anything, guilty that I didn't go see her one night, that I was really tired, and she lived like 20 miles away, and things like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the last thing they want, is your loved ones they don't want you to feel guilty about stuff like that. They want you to think about the good times, and that's really the times that they'll come through. You'll feel their energy come through when you're thinking about those good times too. And I'm sorry I missed your question, Mystic White Rose. I did copy it down here. Okay, Mystic White Rose had a question. Uh, is my grandpa Jim Irish Viking etc. here? I guess that's his name, Jim Irish Viking, or he was a. I don't know. I'll see what you pick up. I did copy and paste it back down in there. Mystic White Rose.
he said a part of him is always in your heart. He says he is busy on the other side. He says he is going through sort of like um, a little bit more of a of resting or holding place, or more of a transition, more of a uh, he's just a little bit busy on the other side, but he said still a part of him is still with you in his heart, in your heart. He's still there with you, and he may have pulled away from you. You may have felt him when he first crossed, and he may have been able to come in. His energy may have been closer to you at one point, but now he has stepped maybe a little further away, and he is doing work, maybe school, maybe review, maybe his counsel. But you may not feel him. You're sensitive, and you know that when his energy is around you and you haven't felt him in a while, and you're wondering where he is still here. He is still in your heart. His energy is not as strong as it once was. He said, if you ever need me, I will be right there. He says, you can call me anytime. He says, I'm never too busy for you. But right now, his energy is just not as present as it once was, or that it may have been at one time.
Okay, let's go back to why Asker. Um, let's see. They said our son is 11 years old with Down syndrome and self harm. He stopped self harming when Glenn died, but he is doing it again. That's Glenn. Does Glenn know how to make it stop?
Well, the first thing I heard, and I'm not sure that it's from Glenn, it may be from his spirit guides, but they said singing and songs, something to express. He needs to express. He needs to, you know, maybe even bang on a drum. But there is some energy, some information inside of him that he wants to express. And I'm not sure if he sings songs, listens to songs, listens to music, maybe even, I don't know why I brought these, Shane, but I brought them. I brought them, and maybe this is what I brought them for. I just listen to spirit. I walk around and I pick this up. Somebody told me to.
Oh, can't hear it at all. It's
Oh,
amazing. How
really?
low is it? Is it a really low one?
I
Where's your mic at? Is it by your headphones?
I think it is.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, actually. Um, it is very low. Let me
Oh, there,
see.
I heard a little bit. Yep, heard the little ringing a little bit.
Yeah, it's a tuning fork. It's, $20 or so, and you can find different ones, or maybe even like a xylophone or some sort of a musical healing type of natural healer, sound bath, chimes, tones. Maybe John Binney would have a suggestion as well. This is actually a kitchen spatula. But I didn't want to buy a rubber mallet. I'm like, I got rubber things at
Oh,
home.
there, I heard that one. Is that a different
Oh,
one?
you did?
Well, I did. I guess it was you striking it that came through.
My mic has got to be on one of these sides. I don't know which one it is, though.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, that's okay. Okay, let's
Um,
see here. Why Asker is saying, Wise Asker is saying, I don't lean on my adult children to help with my 11-year-old boy with Down syndrome. Glenn called me wifey, not darling.
aw.
Let's see. Uh, oh, Debbie, that's beautiful. I had a new seer of guides join my team recently. Lyrens. That's very cool, John.
Who said that?
That was John Benny.
Oh, I don't know why I don't. I
Yeah,
think
I'm
there's a
trying to
delay
scroll
here.
up to make sure I didn't miss any questions.
Wise Asker is saying that Zane is nonverbal and he listens to the violin many hours of the day.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know if there's
idea.
something that he can create, if he can make a sound.
Yeah. So Wise Asker is saying Zane is nonverbal. He listens to violin many hours a day. Okay, I'll get the harmonica back out. That's a good idea. Xylophone. That seems like it'd be good to. It's kind of like what I picture. It's like a bunch of tuning forks, right? that you're hitting on. Try other things. Okay, so Jeffrey Horace is asking, what can I do to get money coming in? What can I do to get money coming in? Can't do the procedure. I think we can figure out what he's talking about there. So it sounds like there's a closed door for him, and he might be having to do a different career change or anything.
Um, they're showing me like cars, like race cars. I'm not sure if you like cars. Maybe like a car detailing or like a car fixing up cars or like a car show or like taking old junker cars and making them run again. Um, Something about beautifying cars. Let me see if I can get some more. Oh, Uber. I see people handing him money, handing him cash, and I see he's helping people out. Uber, and if not Uber, your own Uber, like your own, like helping people out in your neighborhood. This is like a heartfelt thing, a gift that you're offering, and that people will pay you for. Say, hey, look, I'll go get your groceries for you. I'll go pick this up. I'll help you move. Something about transportation, cars, and I don't know if he's considered Uber.
Let's see if he chimes in with it. Let's see. Olivia Luke. And Olivia, I want to thank you for introducing me to Cosmic Agency. I still talk to Gosha. That's awesome. Uh, okay, let's see. So Olivia Luke asks, "Is there any messages for her? Do you have anything coming through?"
Okay. So if I could just ask, I'm, eh, if you could maybe say, I want a message from my spirit guides or something like that. And I'm assuming that's what she means, right? Olivia, she
Right,
wants a
that's what I
message
think.
from her spirit guides.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm assuming, but I don't, I just want to have a little, uh, let you know that it's not me, it's not my guides. I'm going to your guides, your spirit guides, and I'm asking them. I know it's silly, but this helps me to connect.
hmm.
So the first thing I'm seeing is they're showing me the very, very tall trees, sort of like mm, the sequoias, the biggest, grandest trees you can that are on this earth. The really big ones. And they're showing me this. They're saying you're part of the tree people and you're connected to the tree people, and that the tree people are part of the um cosmic family, because your cosmic family is very tall, like the galactics that are really, really tall, like the 17 footers, and the ones that stand like this and they look down at you like this. It's sort of like that's what the trees are doing, and they're sort of like mimicking, and they have like that ancient energy to them. And what okay, this is fascinating, but can I have a message for Olivia about these? What about these trees is beneficial for Olivia to know about? They've been here a really long time, and that you've been here a very long time. You are as ancient as they are. Your soul is a very ancient soul. You're a very old soul. You've been here as long as they have. And you're very connected. The trees are telepathic and they're communicators. And you're telepathic and you're a communicator. Wow, I'm getting chills. They just told me that. Woo! Olivia,
She says she
it's
lives near Yosemite and she feels that. She says, I'm not 5 foot. I'm not sure.
no,
Do you mean you're not even 5 foot, or do you mean?
no, they're not. They're not. They weren't suggesting that you were tall. They're just saying that that's your lineage. That
Right,
that's
yeah.
your galactic. But they did tell me that you were telepathic and that you were a communicator, just like the trees are. That's how you're connected to the trees. That's amazing. That's cool. It's funny because sometimes they tell me about them and they're like, just like what we just told you, it's about her. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Right. Okay, I wanted to step back to Betty Smiley. She's a sweetheart, longtime viewer. Let's see. Um, any information coming through from her son Theodore? She doesn't think he's here anymore. She doesn't know what happened.
Okay, so you don't know if he's transitioned?
That's what it sounds like.
Okay. I am I am very sorry for your loss and what they I all I see is that he's very happy and that the burden has been lifted. So either he has gotten some help in a hospital that he is now recovering, but I kind of am picking up sort of an addiction circumstance somehow, or maybe even a little bit of mental sort of like a depression that he couldn't get out of or something, or maybe the addiction caused the depression, or the depression caused the addiction, or something linked like that, that he was very very troubled with, and the burden is now lifted. So sometimes when I see people and they're very happy and the burden has been lifted, sometimes it does give me the message that he may have transitioned because he's free of all those burdens. And I just honestly, I just can't say for sure, but all I know is that he's better now, and all of that, all the troubles are behind him, and that he's in a better place, whether that's in a hospital taking medicine, being taken care of, or transitioned. I can't really say for sure with just this short um, interlude with you. But if you wanted to email me and set up a reading, I do. My readings are set up on a sliding scale, and I have readings for all different, income levels. And we can go into that a little bit further. I can try and see what I can find out for you. But for right now, I can just see that he's happy, that he's the burden's lifted, which is really important.
Absolutely. Shetha Al Dabis. Any predictions of what's coming towards them soon? It's the most recent question.
Shakta, I will connect to your spirit guides, and I'm asking your spirit guides what information is important for you to know today. They are suggesting to me that you stay in the present moment and that you are happy and uh, see the blessings that are around you right now, in your life right now, at this moment, here today. You're in the future, You can't control in the past. You can't control. You can only control right here today. And the future is every moment right now. They want you to focus and concentrate and center yourself into this moment right now. See the blessings around you. Lift your energy. Maybe do a guided chakra meditation and go inside and focus on your soul and your own being, your own divine essence. They're really saying that this is the future. This is right now. Like this is, they don't want you to worry about. And I know that we all do it, and I know this really is a horrible thing. I mean, not a horrible thing, but it's not what you were looking for. But this is what they're telling you. They're telling you to focus right here, right now, today. Be grateful and see all the blessings that are around you, because this is the only moment that we truly, really have, and that's their message for you today. Sorry,
No, that's very good.
I'd love to tell you otherwise.
That's it. I get that so much too, about being in the moment.
I think once we do that, once we can connect and be grateful and be aware of ourself and at this very moment and connect to our higher self in this very moment, then those things will reveal themselves to you. Though there won't be such an anticipation. And that comes with practice. It's not something that can happen, overnight.
Absolutely. I think that's all the questions. Can we do maybe pull a card for the group? Just the chat or our little group today? Do you have them available?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that'll be neat.
Absolutely.
And if I missed your question or anything, guys, say something now and I can hop back to it. Because you're not in a rush or anything, so. And I've still got time, so if there's any questions we missed out on, if you can just paste them down below again. I'm pretty
I'm
sure I
pulling
got
actually
everything.
I'm pulling an oracle card, and it's the shaman's oracle,
Nice.
and I'll just see what the card that is a message for the unbiased and on the fence community for today. And this one's popping out. Wow, it's hard to see. Oh, unusual. Opportunity. It's cat, CAT, caterpillar. It's I haven't come across this card before, but I will read it. I'm trying to see myself hold it up a second, making sure that you can see it. Can you see
Wow, it's
it?
beautiful, yeah.
Let me read what the message is. This is the Shaman's Oracle. It's number 4. Transformation, opportunity, independence from conditioned responses. Here you are being asked to revise your dreams. If it looks and smells familiar, step away from it for a while for the time being. The new cannot emerge from the old, and the youthful and vital cannot emerge from the aged and sickly. Experiment and surprise yourself with what arises for you in this moment. Transformation, opportunity, independence from conditioned responses. Oh, that's unusual.
But pretty fitting. Even more than we know, right? I did miss a question, by the way, too. Let's go back to it here. Sorry about that, True. I actually read the question and just forgot to ask it. Okay, let's see here. What race of galactic guides would like to communicate with me? True is asking, and what do they want me to know?
Hmm. Well, I have to say, I have never actually been able to identify a particular race, but maybe I can describe what they might look like. Um, but I appreciate your confidence in me and giving me the ability to challenge myself. So let's see how it goes. And it's true, seventh of seven. Is that who it is?
Yep.
I'm seeing birds. Um, they're reminding me that we all know that we come from all different races, that we're a collaboration of many different experiences, but they're showing me birds, sort of like an avian race. You know, they give me hints, they give me images, and it's an avian race. Now I get it. Wow, that was so cool that they showed me birds and I got that. I've never done this before. Thank you for asking that question. That's really cool. An avian race. Okay. Who's an avian race? And I just remember hearing the word blue avian, so I'm not sure if that resonates with you, but that's from me. That's not from them. From them, they said birds, which gave me avian, and then I thought of blue avian. Just to clarify. Let me see if I can get a little bit more detail. There is a whole other galaxy and universe with all of these avian races, and they're just going about their business, and they're living their lives, and they're very busy, and it's it's talk about otherworldly, it's other universe. It's like so far out. That's really cool that they're showing me the different universe, and all these aliens are running around and being busy doing their thing. What influence does this avian race have? You're helping to you're helping with information. You're helping with uh, raising their experience. You're evolving their experience by having a human experience with connecting to the avian race. You're helping the avian race to evolve and expand and to it's like the emotion that it lifts them and expands them. It's almost like and I know that you've said this a million times, Shane, but it's almost like they're playing a game or watching a TV show, or they're kind of like this is sort of like an extracurricular activity for them, but it does help them evolve and grow. It's not very serious. It's sort of like they're connected to you, and it's sort of like helps them out, I guess. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting lost now. Sorry. And I apologize for my eyes rolling back in my head. I'm seeing that now on the playback, and I have to apologize. It's
Oh,
not
no
very.
problem. Whatever works. Hey,
So
biker babe.
I'm not sure if the birds or the avian race resonates with her at all, or with them. I don't even know if it's a her or him.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that biker babe lost someone yesterday. Um,
Aw.
so we'll try to tap in. What's their name, biker babe? And in the meantime, we'll go to Wendy. Had a quick question here. Wendy Joy had a question. Do you have any messages from my spirit guides about my future? That's Wendy Joy.
I see a bright sunshine, like a bright, it's like a bright future, like um, almost like a blinding, like a uh, they're showing me the angelic realm. They're showing me, you know how if you ever have been in a meditation and you've seen either an ascended master or an angel with such a brightness to them that you can barely see their features, they're just filled with golden light, like really bright light. They're showing me that you have this bright light, that this bright light is shining on you, that this is something that you're moving towards. And this is a very, very bright, loving light, and it's a very bright light, and this is you moving towards it. So your future is bright, that you will maybe have an experience. Let me see if I can get clarity on why I'm seeing that golden bright angelic light for Wendy Joy. You're saying that you will your your gifts, you'll have gifts, you'll develop abilities, you'll have an awakening if you haven't already, and that your awareness will be bright. This is something for you to look forward to.
Excellent. Okay. Okay, just to go back to True about the blue avians, surprising. I wouldn't have anticipated the blue avians, but I have taken a recent interest in feeding the birds and watching the birds. I'm a Gemini, distributing information is my talent. It's very nice. Okay, I must say that I'm a cat person and thought the Irma or cat races might have something to say, and I was once told that I had a mission from the Great White Brotherhood. Is that the Ascendant Masters, or seems like that's what I can't even think of his name now. The I am guy. Slipping my mind. Okay, we are.
And that can be true simultaneously. It's just what they chose to show me today. You probably have a slew of them.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, because we do. A lot of us have a lot of lengthy history. Okay. Uh,
So did Biker Babe want to tell me what her friend's name is, or
yeah,
she's
her name
just
is
sharing?
Cheryl. Let's go with Cheryl. Biker Babe's friend Cheryl. See if anything comes through.
She's saying that her transition was beautiful, that it was instant, that it was it was like waking up from a nap, and that there was no um there was no uncertainty. It was 1 minute here, next minute there, and she's absolutely fine. And there's no, she's like, "Pff, that was easy." Like we have it, we have an idea that it may be more difficult than it really is, and that instantaneously she's fine. Let me ask her for a message for you, Biker Babe. She's saying she appreciates your heart. She appreciates your friendship. She appreciates your love that you showed her, the relationship. That's what life is all about. Life is all about connecting with the heart and sharing relationships. She is saying that you guys are in the same soul family, that you're meant to interact in different lifetimes, and that each time the connection gets sweeter and sweeter, and that you are very dear to her, and that you will see each other again. And she is just so grateful for the heart, the love that you shared, the love that you expressed, and the friendship that you shared together was very special to her, and that you are very special to her.
Very
I hope
beautiful.
that helps.
She says, all I can see myself is a happy face for her. True says she appreciates you so much.
Oh, good. Thank you. I'd have to put my glasses
Let's see. Last night, my cousin did an energy clearing and chakra adjustment on me. We went outside to talk. Upon going back and I was stopped by a heavy energy pull to the ground, so strong my aura could feel it. My cousin felt it too. What was it?
on. Shout out to you, Alva. I remember chatting with you a while back when I used to hang out with you guys a little more often. So let me see.
And Biker Babe says thank you. That's exactly right. Very good.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank
Biker
you.
Babe.
Oh, biker babe. Okay. I what I'm seeing is like the energy clearing that you may have had may not have been completed, may have been not intentionally, but maybe left undone, or maybe something was still traveling outside of yourself. Just that was like a completion. That was like that was the completion of the healing, of the balancing of the energy work that you were having. That it just was still working. That you had gotten up off the table or wherever you were or whatever you're meditating and you were walking around, but the energy wasn't finished yet. And you just and it brought you back. It brought you back. It completed the healing. That's wonderful that you felt it connect you to the earth. Um, that is wonderful. That's what I'm getting is that it wasn't completed yet.
Beautiful. Earth hug. Earth hug? That's a beautiful picture.
Sure, Alva.
Thank you,
Hey,
Betty.
you would know for sure, for sure.
Oh, Biker Babe got tears. I love that when you have that connection, you can feel them and you get those tears. Let's see. I think we got to everybody. So I want to let you guys know I do have Jean's YouTube channel. She just put her first video up. I was her first subscriber, and I think one of you guys was her second. I think John or somebody. So thank you
Aw,
guys for going and
thanks.
subscribing to her. And if you're watching this later, please go give her some subs. That way you'll know when she actually goes on. You have to wait these days to go live, huh? When you,
I'm not technical. That's one of my
I
the
didn't have
reasons
to
why it
wait,
took
but I
me so
think they've
long.
changed it to where you have to have so many viewing hours or something now. So,
Oh,
but
I see. I see.
but you've
Okay.
always got outlets like this, and so
Yes.
you could always do a live show and then actually upload it on your channel or something too if you want it.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to do that. Is that something I would have to download oh, I could download it from yours, right?
Yep, you can actually go into like a search, internet search, and type in download YouTube videos, and then a website will come up where you can just paste the link in, and then decide if you wanted a video or audio. Because sometimes you just want to download a song or something, and you can just download it the way you want it.
Interesting. I'll
Yeah.
have to look into that. Well, I just want to thank all of you, all of the community here for giving me the opportunity to help you and to do charitable work and be of service and to help Shane
Uh,
and uh, just thank you. Thank you for opening up your hearts and welcoming me into your lovely community. I I'm really touched.
Thank you so much, and we're honored to have you. You know that. So.
Well, as I get better, I'll come back whenever you want.
Absolutely. Oh, you're perfect. Thank you so much, Biker Babe.
Thank you,
Let's
Piker
sing.
Babe. That's so
Alva said it
sweet.
was an awesome session. Thank you, bunches. And you can go live on the website. So I guess you can go live, or not? I'm not sure. We'll have to double check that. I thought that was something new they started, but maybe they changed it. Well, thank you so much for being here, Gene. It's been fun. It's been nice to catch up with you again.
Thank you, Shane. I really do appreciate it. And I look forward to connecting with everybody again soon. All right.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll do it again. Lots of love, everybody. Peace out.